Welcome to Hard Time Sports. I'm Matthew. My topic for this one is my power rankings for Week 16 last week, top five and bottom five. Let's start off with the worst five for the week of last week. At number five, I had the Dallas Cowboys. Their playoff position was on the line, and they played absolutely terrible against the Seattle Seahawks last week and are officially eliminated from the playoffs. So I put them at number five for the week. Not as good at number four for the week. I'm going to go the Cleveland Browns. They absolutely got beat by the Chicago Bears up and down the field. Then they lost 20-3 or 23-3. That was their best chance to win a game. They got to play the Steelers this week. They're not going to beat the Steelers. So they're going to go 0-16 for the year. They're at number four. At number three, I'm going to go the Houston Texans. Houston Texans played lousy against the Pittsburgh Steelers last week at home. Lost 34-6. Even without Antonio Brown, Pittsburgh could do anything they wanted against Houston. So, yeah, that's why I put Houston at number three for the week. Now, let's go to number two for last week. I'm going to go the New York Giants. They lost to the Arizona Cardinals 23-0. You were automatically in my bottom two or my bottom five if you don't score a single point. And that's exactly what the Giants did last week. Couldn't score any points the whole entire game. You deserve to be in the bottom five. So I have the New York Giants at number two for the week when they lost to the Arizona Cardinals 23-0. Now, let's go to the number one worst team for the week. I'm going to go the Green Bay Packers. Yes, they were probably already out of the playoffs. They were at home, and they didn't even score a single point. Lost to the Minnesota Vikings 16-0 last week. So they're the worst team for Week 16 of my power rankings. So those are my bottom five. Dallas Cowboys at 5, Cleveland Browns at 4, Houston Texans at 3, New York Giants at 2, and the Green Bay Packers, the worst team for the week. Now, let's go on the positive side. At number 5, I have the New England Patriots. They started off slow in that game against Buffalo, but in the second half, they dominated them. So I'm gonna put the New England Patriots at number 5 for my top for the week. Now let's go to number 4. I'm gonna go to Kansas City Chiefs. They're back on a winning streak, which is a good thing because the playoffs are about to start, and you want to go into the playoffs with momentum. So they're at number 4 for the week. Now let's go to number 3. I had the San Francisco 49ers. They beat a great defense in Jacksonville, put up 44 points against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jimmy Garoppolo was playing outstanding football as a quarterback. Too bad they couldn't get him at the beginning of the season. Maybe they would have made the playoffs with him. You know, they've won 5 games now. They've won 4 in a row since he started. So I have them at number 3 for the week. And number 2, I'm going to go to the Washington Redskins for the week. They beat the Denver Broncos, I believe it was 27-11. Dominated that game. Kirk Cousins showed me why I hope he goes to the Denver Broncos next year. Because that's what the Broncos need is a quarterback to go along with their defense. And the number 1 team for last week, I'm going to go the Pittsburgh Steelers. They absolutely took it to Houston without Antonio Brown and stayed in the race for the number 1 seed in the AFC. They have to win this week against Cleveland, and they have to have New England lose to the Jets. If that happens, Pittsburgh gets the number 1 seed, New England gets the number 2 seed, and the AFC goes through Pittsburgh. If not, the AFC goes through New England, and I think the team that has the home field advantage is going to get to the Super Bowl, and that's why I'm going to think the Patriots are going to beat the Jets, and it's not going to matter what Pittsburgh does because New England will have the home field. So those are my top 5 and bottom 5 from my power rankings from Week 16. Up next will be my picks for the last week of the regular season, Week 17 of the NFL, before the playoffs start next weekend. I'm Matthew. Enjoy the blog.